paid for the funeral as soon as it happened just because.
What?
But don't tell me that I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
What do riding bikes got to do with rap?
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean a real thing. Look at me.
We listen.
Don't be looking at the guy sitting next to
I'm
you.
hot. I'm hot. Y'all playing. Y'all playing. I'm hot.
Oh, wow.
I'm hot.
There we go.
I'm hot, Adam.
Oh, wow.
I'm hot.
These are times rappers crashed out and attacked Adam22. Adam tried to play it cool with Famous Richard, but it backfired when he said something foul about King Von's mom. Famous Richards wasn't going for none of that, so Richards flipped it back on Adam and made it personal.
100K track and King Von's family.
Oh, you talking about the management?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to tap in with
I think Von's mom was annoyed by me because I asked her if she was his mom or his sister.
Maybe she took that as a compliment.
I should have known. She didn't look like she took it as a compliment. She looked like she was
I ain't
annoyed.
even gonna lie for you. You be saying some dumb shit, I ain't on King David. You be saying some dumb shit. What the
I'll be honest, I was on like 2 hours sleep. I didn't know. Yes.
Fuck, that's what I'm saying. Gang, like on Biddy, keep that to yourself.
No, I shouldn't
Like
have.
on Biddy.
But it was like I really didn't know.
You're right.
I was
Curious
confused.
question.
Like
Was he alive?
I'm listening.
Oh, he was already passed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Biddy,
that's
I
probably
could
a
be
bad
saying,
time. Probably a bad
I ain't even saying about your wife, though. I'm cooling right now, for like, I could be on there with your wife, for my homie. You trending everywhere, for you let how you, like.
You said you could be on it with my wife?
I could be on there with her, like, real life.
On
Going
where?
on her.
Huh?
Going on her, for on my dead homies, for on Biddy, for. I was never going back home after she ate her own, for them, like.
Oh, you feel some type of way about the situation?
It's a thing.
What you mean it's a thing?
So you'll never let your crammed on camera?
Hell no, for we
End up on this. I was just asking you a regular
Because you
question.
was
He
being
said
too,
stop
you just,
playing with me because
you just be saying
I'll
some
smash your
random
wife.
crazy. Folks.
No, what was that? What was the random part?
Tell me, I asked mom, do she like? Is that his sister? All type of.
Oh, that was I actually did ask her that.
This tweeting.
We didn't watch
On
that
my
shit.
dead, on King Dave, I would have cracked. If I cracked that on one time, folks, she coming with me for my.
I don't think so.
On King,
She don't like little kids.
little kids.
Yeah.
Come back to New York with me.
I'm an upper roll. Oh, B, stop tweaking with me. Shorty, check it out. What we doing? I'm an upper roll.
What's that, like $400?
Not
Hell no.
216. Hey, this
Two bands to be exact. I ain't gonna lie. This enough to go out to eat though.
That is not two
he says
bands.
enough to
Oh,
go out to
BD.
eat.
That's a light 2 bands.
It's enough to go out to eat on BD.
Yeah.
It's like 9.
Suspect saw it was getting hot, so we tried to switch the convo, but the energy was already off. Then Adam threw out a zesty joke, and that's when Richards really turned up.
We got a track record in here.
What you mean?
We beat people up in this room.
On my homies, I'm with all that on King.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with all that.
Oh my God, what just
Hey,
happened?
I have no clue.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna go down. Look.
Blood on the wall
So you
behind
gonna
you.
go down? Well,
You see that blood
oh, that's
on the
what
wall
you did
behind
to do?
Yeah, that's how we do.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never clean that up?
Nah, you can't.
That's just in the wall of fame, huh?
Left it up as a sacrifice.
On
Wall
King
of Fame.
Dave,
Had to, you know. Had to do
You'd
that
be
thing.
pack number 2.
Stop tweaking with me, gang.
We be smoking on Rich.
Stop tweaking with me, gang.
I'm not
Now, on
tweaking.
some
You
real- Hey, look. I'm get
He's smoking up there.
ain't even
said
gone
you
yet. We
smoking
already
me?
smoking on you.
on my stop tweaking with me, gang. Stop tweaking with me, bro. Gang.
Hey, I'm scared.
Stop tweaking with me, gang. Before I do that. Hey, she look like where he from? He a goofy
It's from Louisiana.
Do that to him.
He spelled,
Ain't young boy from over
he
there?
spelled Louisiana wrong on the cover of his own book.
You'll do that?
I seen this. He what cowboy has.
Does he?
Yeah,
I've
I
seen a
that
lot of
shit,
like
bro.
Versace shirts.
Take him down, boy.
Pause.
Well, then we could be cool.
What you mean, pause?
Pause.
Take him down. On King David.
You trying to take a dude down?
I'm talking about back doors.
Whoa! Pause.
What you?
That's
on,
what
BD, stop
BD
playing
means?
on me, fuck off. Do that to me. You said what? Why is you tweaking with me? Why is you tweaking with me on BD?
Where's my security?
Stop
Where's my
tweaking with me.
security?
A couple months later, Richard pulled back up to no jumper and gave Adam a little warning to stop playing with dudes who's really in the streets before things go left. Adam didn't take it serious, but he should have.
Yeah. That's your beef. You can have that. On King Dave, you can have that.
I got no beef with him. I was just around with him.
Go ahead. But I ain't even gonna lie, you be capping game up. Get up with you, gang. Real life.
and I'm really ready.
But I'm saying like in Chicago it's different, gang. Like we gonna really like we
Chicago.
I'm just saying Chicago different. We gonna really like take that trip and get up with you though, you know?
You think they're gonna travel out here to get me?
Yeah.
Wooski's gonna send some shooters out.
I don't think him. I'm just saying like, Pid, like don't be tweaking with Chicago gang, cause like in Iraq for really like get up with you, clap your together, you know?
See, the problem is though is that most of these Chicago guys, they've never been on an airplane, and they're probably never gonna be on an airplane. And if you were to go into their bank account, you would find like $40.
Where's you from?
I'm from motherfucking New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Yeah, well,
what you talking about?
King,
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Wherever the you're from.
My homies, don't get up like that. Don't do that. Don't do that, shorty. You made me nervous on the gas. Don't do that.
Adam had Crip Mac jump in the conversation to take up for him, but it didn't go the way he hoped.
Get up in here. On 5-5 Crip.
Right, on beans, cause I'll tee this on King.
Do it.
Come on.
I'm not seeing it.
I'll tee this up. Come on, beans.
Do it.
I'll tee this. Hey, Adam.
Beat up on Cub. On 5-5 Crip.
You gonna save him?
That's my best friend.
He gonna
That's my
save you?
bestie.
He gonna save you?
That's my bestie.
He gonna save you?
Check it out, guys. We're not doing that in here. We're not doing that in here.
What you mean, gang?
We're not doing that in here.
You're not doing what?
All right, yeah. Just sit down, relax.
Pipe or something, shorty?
We're not doing
Relax.
that. I'm not gonna touch you.
Everybody, we can finish the podcast
I'll
out.
touch you, homie.
We can finish
doing that, though.
the podcast out.
You bag back though, BD.
We're not doing that,
You
bro.
all right? I'm saying bag back though.
We're not doing that.
Doing what?
We're not doing that.
Doing what?
In 2017, a SoundCloud rapper from LA came to No Jumper Studio to confront Adam22, since they never published his interview. But things didn't go as planned, and it went down like this.
I'm gonna say a single thing.
Wait.
This is my issue. Is
You
that
guys acting. You don't talk.
honestly gonna not do that.
Please.
The dude came back for revenge, this time with a strap. And it went down on the No Jumper live stream. It had people wondering if this was going to be the end of No Jumper.
In this case, we're gonna say no.
Wow, Adam, big
There we go.
People thought the whole thing was a skit, but in an interview with DJ Vlad, Adam said this about the robbery.
Employees went out to get the delivery for everybody. We still did interviews in the back of the store at this time. Now we got a new space, but as he's coming in, the door is unlocked for a couple seconds, and this employee has a gun on him. So somehow in this couple seconds where the door is unlocked, this dude was apparently just lurking in the back of the store, hiding behind one of the cars or whatever, and he slips through the door and, you know, puts the gun in my face, and I think he said, give me all your mother. And then he said, like, do you want to die? Like that. And like, almost within seconds of me like sort of processing this and like realizing, you know, and you're doing this weird dance where you're trying to bat the gun out of your face, like as if that's going to change anything if you choose to fire it. And then right behind him, I see my guy with a gun out at this guy's head. So, I mean, this is like the emotions that I'm going through. It's like, holy f***, I'm gonna die. But maybe this is a joke. Maybe this is my friend. Maybe
If dude came up there with a real strap, he probably would have ended No Jumper for good. Adam got involved in politics that ain't got nothing to do with him and picked sides in the gang beef that he had no business speaking on. So Ruger's No Jumper interview took a turn, since he only came on the show to question Adam about him clowning FBG Duck's mama and Wooski getting head tapped.
Tell you some real shit though, Adam.
Okay.
My thing is with you, man. Like even where we went bad at, the moment I did my interview with you, I talked to you before the cameras was even rolling. I said I ain't even want to talk about that billionaire. The thing, you on here playing with folks' mama, like Duck mama, bro. Like I don't give a how much you playing. Just don't play with folks OG.
I think that was a mutual thing. Her and I had this little flirtatious joke thing going. I mean, have you seen the interview? She's around with me like that, calling me handsome and all this too. It's not just like you remember that day? We could not believe the way she was flirting with me.
At the end of the day, another thing, you play with Wooski, bro. Like, just hear me out.
We talk.
I don't care if y'all talk. That ain't that. I got a personal problem with it because it's the principle of you playing with him about him getting shot in the head. That ain't no joke. Do you know that was at my best friend's funeral?
Yeah.
Do you know that my best friend mama couldn't even bury her son the right way? Like, the funeral was completely over after that. Running everywhere. My mama was there. My son was there. He wasn't even 6 months.
From the jump, Ruger let Adam22 know he wasn't there to play with him.
But this is what I'm telling you. At the end of the day, if I ask you that type of shit, you ain't really willing to even just fight. don't stop egging it on, gang. Like, if you ain't literally just willing to fight.
Why do
I ain't
you
even
think
talking
that?
about-
Why do
hold up,
I
hold
need
up.
to be on
I'm
board
not
with
even- listen,
fighting? Like, I've
listen.
never said I was a boxer.
I'm not even-
Why do I need to be a boxer
Listen,
all of
when
a
you
sudden?
got on that internet and you said Ruger acting like a them fighting words to me, we don't play about that shit. Now I could come in here and really get on boo. You see what I'm saying? We don't play about certain and you gotta understand when you step in that field, you gotta accept everything that come with it. Ain't no, I just wanna turn this button off now. Now I wanna turn this button off. I don't wanna do this, but nah. Look, stop playing with people if you're not ready for the outcome that come with this.
Why do you think I'm not ready?
Cause you not, you just sat here and said you wouldn't even fight. So
Yeah.
you're not ready. That's what I'm telling you.
It got out of hand fast, and Adam's security had to step in and remove Ruger out of the room.
You could come on
listen,
my podcast and talk to
that
me
wouldn't
like
even
this
be
when
right.
you're obviously
That
not going
wouldn't
to do.
even
Yeah.
Listen,
You're gonna have to
at the end
leave
of the
if
day-
you want to keep talking
Look,
tough,
leave.
because
That's what he
nobody
do.
is interested in hearing you talk like that.
he wanna leave because he's scared.
let's
That's what
bring
they
it-
do
You
when they
gotta
scared.
do
let's bring it
something
back
if you
in, let's
want
bring it
me
back
to
in.
take you
Let's
serious.
Let's bring it back in a little
Listen,
bit.
let me talk to you.
For sure.
You're gonna have to be polite if you want to stay on this
Listen,
podcast.
listen.
Can we
I don't
talk?
give a this podcast.
Nah, hold on.
Then why'd you beg to come on here?
To be honest, I really wanted to come here and beat you.
Yeah, but you're not.
You want to go box? Let's go get y'all face.
Man,
Again,
we ain't
I
doing
don't
all that,
wanna
bro.
box.
All right, listen.
Off my word.
Cause listen, hold on.
I can have you
Hold up.
removed right
We
now.
can catch
Do you
want to
go?
I know.
You want to go wait outside?
Listen,
But
my
we-
son,
me
listen
and
to
you
me.
chop- me and
If
you chop
have
it up,
me
bro.
remove
Like, off
gang,
the strength of-
I'm gonna leave out this like a man.
That's
That's
cool.
what I'm gonna do.
Right. Or you can
That ain't
sit
gonna
here and
move
talk
me.
like a man.
You got the police in here.
How's it I've made that
Exactly.
extremely
So stop
clear.
talking. Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the would I stop talking?
Stop talking. That's your problem.
Why would I stop talking when I'm a
Most you gonna do
podcaster?
is hit the table. You would hit the table, but
All
you
you're
wouldn't hit
doing
me.
is sitting here yapping.
so look.
By doing boxing matches with cavemen who want to
He's
act
scared,
tough
man.
instead of
Cavemen.
doing a
Now
podcast.
he racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now his racistness coming
Oh,
out.
and now
You
you're
hear
going
him?
to play the race
You hear him
card.
talking about cavemen? You racist, man.
I'm describing your brain,
You weird.
not your race.
You weird.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
That's cool. I'll leave. But I'm telling you, you a
I don't care.
and your ass a
Handsome guy. You handsome guy.
Sure.
I'm gonna get up out of here. Don't touch me though. But
No, yeah,
listen,
you're gonna have.
Handsome guy.
You're gonna have to go.
I bet you y'all he delete this out. I
You're
bet you he
gonna have to
delete this
go.
out the interview.
You're gonna have to go. Be
Handsome guy.
capable of acting
Shut
like
your-
a.
Handsome guy.
You
right,
can't
let's
act
go.
like.
Handsome guy.
Hey,
Behave
Let's
like a
talk
grown
about
up.
that.
Handsome guy.
Behave like a
No,
grown
you
up,
on a
Ruga.
podcast? Come on.
Get the out.
Touch you?
Get out of here.
You scared?
You're fired.
You's a
Handsome guy.
Get out of here.
we can run the fade. We can run the fade.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, look. Come on, y'all. No.
Everybody chill out.
Calm down. We can run the fade.
But trust me, it ain't just Chicago rappers. Adam's own co-hosts started turning on him too. Almighty Suspect had to put Adam in his place, since Adam was trying to act like he knew more about hip-hop than black culture than Suspect.
You thought you knew more hip hop about me, you lost the conversation.
At the moment that you start arguing from authority and arguing that your opinion is better just because of your life experience, no, that's what you're saying right now.
They said that and I agree.
You're leaning on your to say that you should automatically win the argument.
I didn't say that. I didn't
That's
say
what you just
I
said.
didn't say automatically. But the moment that you tried to discredit, like you know, how do you know more hip hop about me? How?
No, but what you're doing right now,
No,
acting
but
as if
that's the question.
Why I'm
How?
talking. Stop talking while I'm talking. You're arguing now that my
How do you know more
opinion.
than me?
Why are you interrupting so much?
Because I want to
Dude.
know the question. You didn't answer the question. You was done talking, then I
No,
asked the
no,
question,
no.
and you interrupted.
You're asking why am I allowed to have a legitimate opinion
not
on
what I
hip hop?
said.
No, you're saying that my
That's not
opinion
what I
can't
said.
count compared to
That's
yours.
not what I said. I said the moment that you insinuated, like the moment that child was ready, and then you said like, oh, like Suspect knows more than hip hop about me. You came in hip hop in 32. I was born into hip hop.
That I'm not allowed to have an opinion about hip hop because I started doing podcasts at 32.
Not that,
What
but you saying you capitalized off hip hop. He's saying he's really in hip hop.
Well, he
You
was
get what
hanging
I'm
out
saying?
at poetry lounges and yeah.
You got it. You cool with the disrespect. Go ahead. You laughing, but it's cool, bro. You got it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You got it.
But yeah,
got
no,
it.
I think y'all got two
You got it.
different points
You
from
won
the
disrespect
beginning,
contest,
from
and
the start.
I'm not
No,
gonna
you
disrespect
started it.
I
You
never
forced me to do that.
How? I never attacked
Because you started
personally.
calling me a fan and
spoke
saying I
a
got into
fact.
hip hop at 32.
Did you not?
You lied.
Did you not?
You lied.
So what were
You
you doing
lied.
before?
What
when you were
I
32 in
said,
hip-hop? What
I
were you
was
doing
riding
before?
BMX every day in the
That's
streets.
hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it.
Get the here. No, it's not.
Oh, so now you're making fun of my BMX.
Hip hop. Get the
I was super successful in BMX well.
What? I'm not saying you're not successful. What?
But don't tell me that I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
What do riding bikes got to do with rap?
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's a real thing. Opinion about hip hop.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
That is what you said.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say
the rock, hide in the hand.
PW. Did I say he
throw
wasn't
in the
allowed
rock,
to
hide in the hand.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say
Throw in the rock.
Thank you. I never
Throw in
said
the
he
rock.
wasn't allowed to say
Adam felt like Suspect was dismissing his opinion just because he's white. That's when Suspect snapped, telling Adam there's no way he can know more about the culture when he didn't grow up in it.
Because I'm old, then I'm not allowed to have an
I didn't
opinion.
even know you were from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire riding bikes, talking about he know more about a
See,
who was
boom,
heavily
boom.
involved.
There it is.
Yeah,
There
now
it
I'm
is.
taking shots. You been
No,
taking
that's what
shots.
you've been doing since the beginning. What are you talking about?
Weird. Now I'm taking shots.
See, okay, there it is. Yeah. See?
You've been taking shots for an hour.
Homie.
You've been taking shots for an hour.
He's sus
I'm
homie.
supposed to shut the all time. Stop it.
Sus homie.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You was a spectator riding bikes.
See?
You started
See?
interviewing hip hop.
He's doing it again. He's doing it again.
I mean,
He's doing it again. Playing the
From
victim.
what I was actually
You're playing the
involved
victim.
in. That's not a victim. I'm saying you're trying to diminish what I was involved in by calling it poetry lounges. That's like for the equivalent.
How are you not diminishing what I'm involved in?
You had
See,
little
look,
parks
he's
and
playing the
hood days,
victim.
but you know more
You're
about me
playing
'cause
the
I was
victim
reading books
because
on
you
your
started
hood. That's what
diminishing
he's
my
saying.
life
You get what I'm
experience
saying?
before me.
You was
Why
at
are you
little
talking to him?
parks and
Talk
hood
to me.
days,
Talk to
so
me.
You don't know more about
Don't
the
talk to
gangbanging
him.
than
Talk
me
to
'cause I
me.
wrote a book.
Talk to me. Don't
I'm
talk
not
to
talking-
him.
I don't need to.
That's
With Mike.
Don't be looking at him when you could be looking at me. Look at me.
Oh yeah, cause we listen.
If you want to argue, look at me.
We listen.
Don't be looking at the guy sitting next to
Sus,
me.
where you going, cuz? Sus.
Suspect ended up leaving before he had to hurt Adam, since he still had love for him. But rapper Lil House Phone had lost all the love he had for Adam22 after some things Adam had done. House Phone was one of the original hosts of No Jumper and had been around since the beginning. But Adam did a podcast with a trans woman named Gracie Jane, who claimed she had hooked up with House Phone. Adam claims he tried editing it out, but the internet easily figured out who they were talking about. So House Phone felt played and got mad at Adam for exposing him for views and confronted him about it on a live stream.
Sold me down the river for 40,000 views,
But do you really
50,000
think
views,
that?
bro.
You really think that?
Bro,
Like,
you
actually
permanently altered my life. Do you,
you
understand
saw
that?
those text messages
You
and you really
permanently
believe that I did
altered-
that to you on purpose.
I don't believe that you did it on purpose. You handled it poorly afterwards. You didn't hear the sincerity in my voice. You didn't hear the worrisomeness in my voice.
I did, and
I
that's
feel like
why
you-
I told them to delete it.
You would have deleted the whole interview, Adam.
I mean, in retrospect, yes, I wish we did that.
It's all I wish afterwards.
Well, I
I
can't
had to
predict
talk
the
to my
future, dude.
sister about this shit.
I know, and
My
you know
sister
how
has
much that bothers me?
My sister has nothing to do with any of this, bro.
I agree.
She had to call me because my other family members was worried that I was gonna commit suicide, Adam. You're a piece of shit, bro. And I don't give a bro. It don't matter about if you did it on purpose or not. You keep trying to clear your name. You keep trying to put on other people. You're so bro.
But how can I
You're
sit
so
here?
You couldn't sit here and talk to me like this last week.
Later on, Adam brought up paying for his mom's funeral. And that's when House really crashed.
Apology you gave when you're on the news. You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom. He's been going through the hell. You talking about the person that raised me, that birthed me, my best friend that died? Oh, he's been going through the mom.
But are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when
You're respectful as
I paid for the
First of all-
funeral as soon
first
as
of
it
all-
happened just because.
Adam just kept trying people. And FYBJ Mane wasn't about to let it slide either. FYBJ Mane was opening up about his Stop the Violence movement and how he's trying to help stop the killings in Chicago. But while J Mane was being serious, Adam thought it was funny. But J Mane wasn't playing. That's when J Mane got frustrated. He felt like Adam was just asking questions just to clown him. But J Mane wasn't hearing none of that.
Do you think that as long as we're pushing peace that you could fix things between the Bloodhounds and Billionaire Black?
As long as we pushing peace, do we? Oh yeah, so
Yeah, let's push peace in their direction.
That's mandatory, man. I've been seeing these type of whoops. Like I say, Billy a little older, so I just want bro to fall back off them type of whoops because we supposed to be setting the example for the younger generation. So in my opinion, we can't be whooping like that for too long. Like all of us is familiar with the Bloodhound Lil Jeff story. May he rest in peace. And all of us is familiar with the Richie Jerk story. May he rest in peace. So Billionaire Black lost a blood brother to this, as well as Q50 lost a blood brother to this, or is that his cousin? Either way it go, these two men that lost family members, close family members to him, because you could be so close. See Goofy and in the beginning and try to put an end to it before you get too serious, before blood start being and hit different.
So you're not gonna try to squash that one? You're gonna stay out of it?
What'd I just say, Adam?
I don't know. It was kind of long.
Why am I here, Remo? Why am I here, Remo?
I got you.
Why am I here? Do I got to bug the?
What about Scrooly G?
Why am I here? Stop disrespecting me on this platform.
Hey, what about Scrooly G though? You think you can stop?
Hold the whoop chain, folks. Hold the whoop chain, folks. They playing. Do I got to come out this hoodie? Do I got to come out this raw hoodie, Adam? Do I got to come out this raw hoodie? I'm hot. Y'all playing. I'm hot.
Oh, wow.
I'm hot.
Here we go.
I'm hot, Adam.
Oh, wow.
I'm hot. What's up, Adam? I'm hot.
Shannon.
Why y'all got me here, Remo? Is y'all playing or is y'all playing? Because now y'all playing and y'all different.
Got so bad, folks started showing up in person. FBG Butter came to No Jumper to link up with Wack 100. But as soon as he walked into the interview room, he pressed both Wack and Adam. He wasn't cool with the way they had been trolling and making jokes about Mama Duck. And he let them know straight up.
Butter, what's up, Butter? You Wack?
The only Butter I know is the
Wack
head.
Wack with the rack. You don't with the Wack, Butter?
Brother, it's like you control, but it's like you got some limit to it. You this how you go from showing the man mama love to me. It's one thing to troll me, but it's like when you was out in the city, like you was at home for real. You was at my real home, like you was with my real family. Like these my kids, grandma and them, that's my kids.
You know Kiddo Curry?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Yeah,
I f with Kiddo.
Like that's why I was like, man, lady, you playing, but I could have really came and applied when it come to Chicago. Mama Duck in Chicago, bro, for real.
Yeah.
And that's
I protected her on Clubhouse against Hassan Campbell. We tried to attack her.
For real?
Yeah. When me and my Hassan was kind of cool, I'm like, yo, bro, chill out on that. Just have a conversation. He was tripping. And we had her on Clubhouse over there, yeah, so.
Butter was more focused on checking Wack 100 than Adam. And once he spoke up, both of them quickly changed their tone. Wack even claimed he had love for Mama Duck, knowing Butter was ready to take it there if he kept playing. In this next clip, Adam sits down with Soulja Boy and brings up some of his past beefs, asking if things would be different now that he's older. But the energy in the room shifts fast. Soulja didn't like where the convo was going, and the look he gave Adam said it all.
Do you feel like you have the maturity now as an adult that you could have a young, hot, new rapper to actually like disrespect you in some way, and you'd be able to actually take a step back and be like, all right, I'm not gonna tweak out on him. I'm gonna try to come at him from a different place?
Nah, ain't nobody finna disrespect me.
True.
A few years down the line, Soulja Boy finally spoke on how he felt, and he didn't hold back. He called out both Adam and Desto Dub, saying things almost went left when he ran into them in LA over some comments they made.
Right? When y'all end up dead, though, it's a whole nother story, right? That's what I'm saying. Stop saying my name, boy. I don't know y'all, boy. Man, I'm not the one to play with. It's not slapping on God. I air this around on God. You talking about slap what? I had a big 30 on my that day you seen me. You would have reached your hand out, I would have shot that whole. What you talking about?
Then he went live and let everyone know exactly where he stands with Adam, even telling him to stop reaching out for interviews.
Me, boy. Yo, Adam22, use a DJ Vlad, use a Sean Cotton, use a say cheese, y'all some. Yo, y'all. I got the #1 interview on y'all platform. All three of y'all. What you talking about? Don't get mad because I don't want to do no interview.
Russ heard Adam was talking slick, and he wasn't letting that slide. Academics warned Adam that Russ wanted to throw hands with him, so Adam doubled down and made it sound like he couldn't be touched.
You know, Russ said he want to fade with you, right?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Where?
Yep. No, I'm playing.
No, that would be my moment.
That would have been fire.
Russ gonna get shot.
Cement deathmatch coming back.
Explain that junk. Bring back
What?
The issue because
I just don't like him. He's corny. I hate him.
What happened next would catch him off guard because after Russ got a hold of the clip and saw Adam acting hard, he and his boys would catch Adam lacking at a nail salon and whoop him up. Adam spoke on how the situation went in an interview with Bootleg Kev.
I was just like at the nail salon around the corner from my store at the time, and I remember it was some kind of like goth boy clique event or something like that.
Jesus, that sounds like a terrible thing.
So basically, you have like load of zanned out goth kids hanging out at the store, right? And so I dip off at one point. I go around the corner to the nail salon, and I'm getting my nails done. And I thought, I'm gonna put my hood up and I'm gonna face away from the door so that nobody can tell it's me. Not a great idea. Didn't see these guys coming, and then I just hear at one point, Adam22, pow, get punched in the side of the head, and I like fall down for a second. Like I think he hit me like one more time, and then I jump up, and by the time I jump up, they're out.
Russ wanted to keep it low-key until Adam started talking. Then Russ popped out and cleared the air himself. He pulled up to the Joe Budden podcast and explained exactly why he and his boys handled things the way they did.
Adam22, the blogger, but what did he have to do with that? Nothing with the smoke. Oh, yeah, got it. You were using your platform irresponsibly. Adam. Yeah, so got it. I don't live in a world where you're going, man. If you're talking about another grown man, you're using your platform. Like I said, you're mobilizing your army. You're using your platform to negatively throw stones at my castle. If you get confronted about it, whether it be me or anyone else, there should be zero surprise in your head. If there is a surprise that, oh my God, wait, there's ramifications for my actions? Yeah. Where were you raised?
King Yella wasn't feeling how Adam kept bringing up his name in interviews, especially calling him something he says he's not anymore. Then Adam brought up something personal, and Yella's whole vibe changed.
Okay. Just like somebody might say, King Yella, don't put my name at the top of no GD list because I have a name. I'm not no top GD. I don't even gangbang.
I mean,
I'm
okay.
GD.
You can get on here and say whatever.
I'm not gangbanging. I'm not a. You have people that's originators, the people that started these that already got their names. Just because you got some clout don't make you a member.
Let's talk about the real issue. You're worried about the fact that you know that YB and Amir has an interview after this.
I'm what? I'm what?
I feel like I'm sensing a little nervousness.
You got me
Worried about Amir, it's crazy.
Worried about anybody. Listen, man.
That's when Yella sent a clear warning. If one of his ops ends up on the show, whatever happens next might fall on Adam. And when it came to his own safety, Yella made it loud and clear. By the end of it, Yella let it be known he was done talking, and the energy shifted fast.
You have conflict interest with people. You study saying that somebody come right here and get hurt at your shit, that don't fall on you. This is your shit.
That's why we have armed security to try to avoid those types of situations.
It doesn't avoid it if you saying what you saying right now.
What am I saying?
Look what you saying. You talking about, then you just said, me worried about who? If I'm worried about somebody, I ain't going nowhere.
I'm just sensing the anxiety. I was just trying to pinpoint where it's coming from.
I'm letting you know I'm not worried about I'm really worried about you study playing with my but it's like, you're just playing with me. And I think you can't get your ass beat or something.
No, anything's possible.
Yeah. But I'm saying you study bringing my name up to all these guys.
But you know, because you watch all this stuff,
name.
You know that a lot of those people bring up your name.
Now one of them interviews, all them you just had here, the last 757, they ain't say Yella name. You said Yella name.
I remember
Florida. You mixing my name in with LA Crip that's playing with my. Listen, you got playing with my name, talking about fate on skis. I'm not fighting nobody
because the storylines about King Yella are so universal.
You ain't met a
even LA rappers want to talk about King Yella's situations.
I'm not gonna come to your. If I come to your and a motherfucker play with me, gang, God forbid. For them, you better be prepared. I'm prepared to die right now. It's you on Skeezy. It's you.
Yeah,
no,
I'm probably even more prepared than you.
No, you're not.
I think I am.
You're not. No, you're not. Like niggas be doing
my office with armed security.
Man, listen, man.
Everybody who comes in gets searched.
Okay.
So I would say I'm pretty prepared.
That don't mean it ain't 10 sitting outside this.
All right, well, 11 now.
But this last one, Adam ain't even leave the building. Boosie, who's been trying to pivot from streaming to rap, showed up to the No Jumper studio, ready to catch a fade with Adam. But Adam didn't come outside, so Boosie flipped out on one of Adam's employees instead.
Is that No Jumper? Yeah. Tell Adam22 to suck my die slow. Tell Adam22 to make me suck your right now. Get on your knees. Make me suck your right now. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot right now. Make me do. Hold on, slap. I'm in front of your CEO store calling you a. What do you mean? You're. He's a. He's not. Do something. Lose money, sock at your. Go home and sock at a sock. I'm busy leader. That. He's disrespecting me. He's disrespecting me. Then tell him not to talk to me like that. He's disrespecting me. He's disrespecting me. How am I gonna get on when he's disrespecting me?